When Lisa Meyers discovered she was pregnant with her second child, her family was overjoyed. Lisa and her husband, Ben, had been trying for over a year to expand their family. Their son, Ethan, had even been asking for a younger sibling, hoping for a little sister. Lisa and Ben decided to keep the baby's gender a surprise, arranging for a close friend to organize a reveal party. The joyful moment came when pink balloons floated up and everyone cheered. They were having a girl. Ben, a lifelong baseball fan, declared with a laugh, "I'm going to teach her to pitch just like her brother." The family spent months preparing for their new arrival. They filled the nursery with toys, clothes, and a beautiful crib. Everything was perfect. They even spent evenings discussing names, laughing over the silliest ones Ethan suggested, like Princess Sparkle. Yet, through all the joy, they never anticipated the trials that lay ahead. As Lisa entered her final weeks of pregnancy, she woke one morning feeling mild contractions. Assuming it was nothing serious, she and Ben went to the hospital for a routine check. They chatted during the drive, with Ben joking about how their daughter might have inherited his punctuality. Lisa laughed, squeezing his hand, unaware that these would soon become cherished memories of normalcy. At the hospital, doctors initially reassured them that everything seemed fine. But as the hours passed, Lisa's contractions grew stronger, and her water broke prematurely. Within minutes, Lisa's complexion paled and she felt faint. The moment she collapsed, chaos erupted. Medical staff rushed her into the emergency room, shouting orders as machines beeped urgently. Ben was left in the hallway, his heart pounding as he tried to make sense of the situation. "What's happening? Is Lisa okay?" he asked anyone who would listen, but the answers were hurried and unclear. Ben felt utterly powerless. Doctors soon informed him that Lisa was experiencing a rare and life-threatening condition called an amniotic fluid embolism. The condition caused her heart and lungs to shut down, and both her life and the baby's were in grave danger. Ben knelt in the hallway, hands clasped tightly together, whispering desperate prayers. Family and friends began to arrive, forming a circle of support around him. Some held his shoulders, others hugged him silently, their faces etched with worry. Despite their presence, Ben felt a deep, isolating fear. The love of his life was slipping away, and there was nothing he could do. Inside the operating room, the medical team fought tirelessly. Despite their efforts, Lisa was pronounced dead at 10:30 a.m. The devastating news shattered Ben. He staggered back, his legs weak as tears streamed down his face. But amidst his grief, he was told there was still hope for their baby. The medical team shifted their focus entirely to delivering the child. Minutes felt like hours as Ben waited, pacing the hallway and clinging to the possibility of a miracle. When the sound of a newborn's cry finally echoed through the corridor, Ben's knees buckled. A nurse approached him, holding a tiny, swaddled bundle. "She's here," the nurse said with a soft smile. Ben held his daughter close, tears streaming down his face. In that moment, he decided on her name: Hope. It was a fitting tribute to the strength he needed to endure this heartbreak. But as he cradled Hope, the loss of Lisa weighed heavily on his heart. He whispered to the baby, "Your mommy loves you so much. She's watching over us." Then, something miraculous happened. Just as Ben began to accept Lisa's passing, a doctor rushed into the hallway. "She's responding," he exclaimed. Lisa's heart had restarted after multiple resuscitation attempts. Though her pulse was weak, she was alive. Ben couldn't believe what he was hearing. Hope, the very name he had given their daughter, now seemed to embody their reality. Lisa was moved to the ICU, where she remained on life support. Ben stayed by her side, whispering words of encouragement and showing her pictures of baby Hope. "She's waiting for you, Lisa. We both are," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. Over the next critical hours, Lisa's condition wavered between life and death. Specialists were brought in to assess her situation, and one surgeon discovered internal bleeding that had gone unnoticed. The hospital's advanced technology gave them a fighting chance, but the odds were still stacked against her. Nurses frequently checked on Ben, offering cups of coffee and quiet words of reassurance. Family members took turns holding baby Hope, their faces a mixture of joy and worry. To pass the time, Ben recounted memories of Lisa. He told the gathered family and friends about the day they met at a local baseball game, where Lisa's laugh had captivated him. He spoke of their wedding day, Ethan's birth, and the countless little moments that made their life together extraordinary. These stories became a source of comfort, reminding everyone of Lisa's strength and vibrancy. Finally, after hours of surgery and anxious waiting, Lisa opened her eyes. Weak but alive, she managed a faint smile as Ben placed baby Hope in her arms for the first time. Tears welled in both their eyes as Lisa's fingers brushed against her daughter's tiny hand. In that moment, it felt as though love itself had brought her back. Lisa's recovery was slow but steady. She underwent additional surgeries and spent weeks in intensive care, but her determination never wavered. Each day, Ben brought Hope to visit, their presence serving as a reminder of what Lisa was fighting for. Ethan, too, joined them, bringing pictures he had drawn and recounting stories of his own adventures. One evening, as Lisa held Hope in her arms and watched Ethan play in the hospital room, she reflected on the fragility of life and the strength it takes to keep going. "I never thought I'd be here, watching this," she said softly to Ben. "It's a miracle." Ben nodded, his eyes glistening. "We're here because of you, Lisa. You never gave up." As Lisa regained her strength, the family began to rebuild their lives. Hope's name carried a profound significance, symbolizing the resilience and miracles that had brought them through their darkest days. Ben often marveled at how their story had unfolded, a testament to the power of love and the will to survive. The Meyers family's journey became an inspiration to everyone who heard it. Friends, neighbors, and even strangers reached out, sharing their own stories of perseverance and hope. Lisa and Ben often spoke at community events, sharing their experience and the lessons they had learned about cherishing every moment. Years later, on Hope's 5th birthday, the family gathered in their backyard for a small celebration. Lisa watched as Ethan helped his little sister blow out the candles on her cake, their laughter filling the air. She squeezed Ben's hand, grateful for the life they had rebuilt together. In that moment, Lisa realized that their story was not just about survival, but about finding joy in the simplest moments and holding on to the love that had carried them through.